What's good? It's your boy Down Colonial. We back. We here to talk about Madam Web. I just got done seeing it, and we about to break down to why we think Sony and Marvel is just throwing out trash, or not, or it could be a ploy, a plot, or something down the line. Just dumping, filibustering. Who knows? But let's get into it. If y'all don't know, if y'all didn't see Madam with the trailer, there's a little rundown. It's about Cassie Webb, the mother of, she was a Scientologist, archaeologist, something she studied. I don't know if she was just spiders. Mother did that, had her conceived. Somehow she got bit by something, and later down the road, we are into Cassandra Webb, her real name. She's a paramedic. It's taking place in New York. Yeah, New York. And we get to see how she goes through life and demonstrates signs of what I guess they consider like that clairvoyance. It's in definition, an ability to gain information through like your sixth sense. Like objects, information about objects, person, location. Once you see the movie, you'll get to see what that exactly is. I don't want to give it away, pretty much, but it's something you've seen before, but just different. It's a different form. And then she's forced with challenges throughout the film, like going through these changes with her job, her personal life, and even interaction with other people she come across throughout the film. And then she needs to be, and then as you go through, the trailer did not show this though, but she becomes like a safeguard for 3 young ladies that she come across throughout the film. These are 3 interesting, not to my liking, but 3 ladies in the teenagers, young teens probably. Obviously, she becomes some kind of block for some evil thing, some deadly adversary for them who wants them destroyed, and that's pretty much the crux of the main of the movie. That's a synopsis. Now let's break down my thoughts. The movie kicks off, trying not to spoil. Just give you this parts. So it breaks down introduction of her beginning, what mother does, how a significant role of a person connected to her mother had an impact on her life, which we later see throughout the film. And then something tragic happens. We fast forward some years, and now we are to adult Cassandra Webb. They call her Cassie Webb, which is the main character of the film. She's, like I said, a paramedic. That's where we leave off right there. She's started a paramedic job, and she's I forgot her partner. He's comedy. He's been known to other rom-com films. I'll probably put in a video. Y'all see his name or something, or some image of him. But they go through their job as paramedics, and she come across as, like I said, these young ladies in totally different instances of her life, work, normal life, or just passing through, and they somehow rejoin again, as in a full circle moment to, oh shit, something's happening, as she goes through, Cassie goes through her days, and she starts feeling ill will, and she's noticing changes to her, to where she's seeing things happen to her, and they're in connection to these young ladies. There comes a point where they meet these young ladies, and she makes the decision: do I, fight or flight? They kind of do both. They kind of do both throughout the film, fight and flight. You go through the history of, just like any superhero, when introduces some they don't know, familiar powers and shit like that, and then trying to explain to people who they know and connect it to, like, oh, this is what's happening, and people don't understand what the fuck is going on with them. They're like, okay, you're probably kind of fucking crazy, but sure. And then they go through moments where this antagonist is trying to destroy these women for such reasons, not to give away, they have significance to him in some way that leads to something that could be brewing, maybe not after this week's numbers, I doubt it, but it could be something brewed, and maybe in the future. But he goes out his ways to find them, and she's there. Cassie Webb is there to helping safeguard them as a protector in some way. That's possible that she can't do, because she still doesn't understand her powers and shit like that. So, and then you get what the climax is too, where now the girls understand her. They all, it's the build and the up and down relationship of trying to learn each other and understand what the fuck is going on, and then they come to a common thought of like, we get for the greater good. We gotta protect ourselves and get rid of this guy, or whatever, however means necessary. And that, as that goes on, the ending, superhero ending. It gives you this cliche superhero ending, but some different things as different fillers and scenarios that he bump into him trying to get them. My thoughts, I think this film was part of a ploy. I don't want to say ploys. Something's wrong with Marvel and Sony to have this IP where they are throwing these characters that we don't necessarily know of much, and have no connection to. Like Madam Web, I don't think he asked for that. There was no sighting, no whispers of her throughout any Spider-Man films or anything. I just believe the inception of Madame Web is ridiculous. For Sony to try and throw out and hope to stick to a wall, just throw that and stick to the wall, but it's bullshit. And unfair to the actors and the people who work on it. Like, damn, bro, this is like a failed. I don't know. This is like a failed project. It was just meant to fail at this point. I don't know what the numbers did in the box office, but I know that it can't be that great. The trailer didn't get hype or buzzed or even well perceived when it came out. So I doubt that it would be great in the box office. She has these unique powers that's parallel to other Marvel characters, a la Doctor Strange. Yeah, Doctor Strange, something like that. It's not magical. It's something he's had done before that we've seen, but in a Spider-Verse way. This is like a casting is C. I mean, it's superheroes, so I think the name is more overpowering to do good. But I guess that C class, it doesn't matter the class, because this is reminiscent of what Sony did with Morbius. They got Jared Leto, who's a top tier actor now, on the list, and that shit was horrible as well. And this was not too far, literally the same thing. Didn't ask for story build, character development. Inception was not hidden. I don't know why they did it. You would think that they would have scrapped it after Morbius, because Morbius was probably a year or two ago, and after that you would think to steer away from these kind of characters, especially in Spider-Verse. Like, they're not known. Well, Morbius he should be a villain, not a standalone. Madam Web, I don't know, she just should be a cameo, that's it, or just like an Easter egg. I don't think she even deserved a standalone film. The way they killed an actor, and it was kind of, they killed somebody, and it was weak as hell. I was like, what? How did this scenario happen? It was so cheap. I don't know. It was not done right. Marvel's just forcing these characters. It could be Marvel or Sony, both. They're just forcing these characters because the Phase 5 has just been a collapse, a shit show of films. Once the Marvels did terrible, it's like anything else coming out after that, it's just going to be a downhill, and it's unfortunate. Maybe it's just superhero fatigue, or just not written, developed right, or done right. Like, I don't know. I will go back to speak on these 3 young ladies throughout the film. You get the tone of the film starts with the Cassie Welch character, and it gives you older Spider-Man vibes type shit, like I guess the feel, like Tobey Maguire, not even Garfield, like that kind of sense. But when they introduce these girls, the tone kind of turned to Disney-esque, like Disney family-esque style. It turned like a Disney family film, and it just got cheesy. It got a little corny. It got a little. It was weird. I mean, shout out to diversity. These women, these young ladies are, different iterations of them, different types. Maybe to reflect their character in the films in future. But I don't know. It just feel forced. All that shit didn't feel natural. It didn't feel forced. It got cheesy and corny throughout the pace of maybe to the middle of the film and on. It just kind of, it just got weak. It was going. It started low, and it just dipped lower and lower as it moved. Like, dude, I don't know if there was any high points. I guess the high point is how she, like, what the fuck is this Madam Web shit? That's the only high point. Like, wow, but it's just so random. Like, there's no connection to anything, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm not familiar with her. I didn't hear much of her. I think Marvel, I don't know, somebody who has control of these IPs. Sony doesn't need them. Just stick to Spider-Man and Spider-Man villains in his universe. Do not branch off and start creating your own. And I think that's the issue, the crux of Sony and these most recent fails, because they did not. These standalone films are ass, and they feel templated and cookie cutter, like from the character build up, the inception of how they get powers, antagonists bad, story not too good, and then it's just not, and it's not showing as well visually, cinematically on screen as well. It's like it's like average. It's nothing out the norm or nothing we have not seen. So it's like, what's the purpose of this? I didn't like it. It was almost fell asleep in there. Almost fell asleep watching the movie. That's how bad it was. And I didn't have eyes on the emo. It just was not good. Told story. And it wasn't engaging. It didn't give humor. I don't know. The humor wasn't there. Like, I don't know. And this is part of Marvel Studios too. They were part of this. The rating I would have to give this, maybe like a 3 or 4. Yeah, like a 4, bro. 4, I'm being generous. A 4. It was that bad, bro. Save your money, people. Just be honest. Just save your money. No rush to get this. You can wait until it streams. When it comes on these stream platforms. Do not take a rush unless you are really intrigued into that superheroes. She's not even, I don't know what she is. She's not a superhero. She's a hero with superpowers. Because it wasn't like saving. She was just protecting herself out that movie. She wasn't like saving the world or saving other people. She was saving herself and these little girls, these young ladies, let's say. Let me know what y'all think, who have seen it or still want to see it, or just have questions. We can have that discussion. Let me know in the comments. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.